are here for Where Are We Wednesday, the series where I interview amazing agents from across the country and the world. I am Carolyn Carino here in Sarasota, Florida, on the Gulf Coast. Today we're with Victoria Perez in Spring Hill, which is about an hour north of Tampa. Thanks so much for being here, Victoria. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thank you for having me. So I'm Victoria Perez. I live here in Spring Hill, Florida, which is Hernando County. So we're just a little rural county north of Tampa. So if you want to live near Tampa, but you don't want to pay Tampa prices, they usually come up here. So we're like a little suburb. We've got lots of communities and families and schools and things like that. So I'm married. I got married last May. My husband,
Woo!
Edward.
Edward, he's the
And
coolest.
He is pretty cool. Um, and so I have a 15-year-old son. He's my 6'2" football player. He's currently in Miami living it up on spring break.
Yep.
And I've been in the Spring Hill area. This is my 16th year, and this is my eighth year in real estate, seventh, eighth. Can't
Awesome.
even keep up anymore.
I
Eighth
love
year
it.
in real estate.
And she's
So
killing it. Don't be
thank
modest over
you.
there. You are awesome.
I try.
And so you've been there for 16 years. What's your favorite part about living in that area?
I like that I can get everywhere. Like if I want to get to Tampa, I can get to Tampa quickly. If I want the airport, I can get to like Clearwater Beach, but I don't have to live in that craziness. I can get up north to like Denellen, Cedar Key, Homosassa Springs. I can get to Ocala. I can get to Orlando in 2 hours. So
Yep.
everything's kind of within reach, but I'm still far enough away that I'm not paying those prices,
Right,
and
right.
I'm not in that crazy traffic and
Yeah.
hustle and bustle.
Well, and you guys just built a beautiful home
I
recently
did.
or bought a new construction
Yeah, we bought new
anyway.
construction. Yeah,
Lots of new construction going on there. So
so
yeah,
much.
yeah. We'll jump into real estate. So what kind of market are we in?
So we turned a corner in January here.
Same.
It was really quiet. So around like I would say maybe July of last year, maybe August, it just really slowed to a crawl. Houses, it didn't matter if you were the number one agent, if you were the number 45 agent, just houses were sitting. It
Hmm.
had nothing to do with the agents. It had just to do with the market, the price, the condition, the areas. And so now in January, all of a sudden, my listings are going under contract, and also sellers are starting to understand what we're saying, which is we're not there anymore, so we need to get the price where it needs to be, and they're taking our advice. They're dropping the prices to where they need to be, and we're getting them under contract. And buyers are picking up around here, and I've got a handful of buyers, towards November, December, I had a small handful, and now I've got two handfuls, so
Right.
it's definitely changing.
Yeah, I love that. It's very similar market here in Sarasota. And then again, added all of the new construction too, right?
Yeah.
So it's, when we talk about our sellers, they have to understand we are up against that too, and that plays a heavy role. We have, these big communities that are brand new versus the one next door that was built 5 years ago, but it's, still very similar in house. So just that communication. Well, so how about investors then? Are there any investor opportunities, rentals, flips, anything like that?
There are still, so like from the hurricanes that happened a couple years ago, the two hurricanes that came through, it kind of hit our coast pretty hard. I'm on the nature coast, and so we sit on the Gulf over here in Hernando Beach and Hudson. So all of that along the coast really got demolished, and
Okay.
there's still a lot of rebuilding. So there's still a lot of people that are just not able to get what they need from the insurance, so they're having to sell under retail and unfixed. And so there's a lot of opportunity there for investors. And then always inland in like Brooksville, Floral City
Hmm.
area, Nobleton, there's always a lot of old homes that people lived in forever. Maybe their parent lived in and they inherited it, and it just needs to be flipped and,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
redone and updated. So there's a
Oh,
lot of opportunity with a lot of land inland.
oh, well, that's a plus for sure. And,
Yeah.
probably owned free and clear. So
Yes.
that type of investor situation. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, obviously, Victoria is our expert up there in the Spring Hill. So Citrus, Hernando, North Pasco County.
Yep.
If you want any more, notice she has a 215 area code
Me
number,
too.
meaning we're, from the same up there Philly area. So she's awesome in my book, of course. But if you need any more information in that area, you can contact me directly and I will hook you up with Victoria, or you can call her directly as well because her number will be around the screen. And this is Where Are We Wednesday? Thanks so much for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thank you.
See ya.